Welcome, it's DENOME. In this video I will explain how you can avoid paying taxes on your crypto investments and crypto trading activities. And I will show you all of the legal ways that I found that are really good, and of course I will show you some illegal ways as well, so you know what to avoid as well. And this video is good for people in United States and also outside of United States. Some of the strategies that I shared before are not eligible in the United States, so I have something special for you guys in this video as well. So if you think this is interesting, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content, and of course let's get started. So when do you actually have to pay taxes, and what are taxable events? So if you buy and hold crypto, you never have to pay any taxes. I don't know any country that has a tax for just holding crypto. So if you just buy Bitcoin and hold it for 10 years, you don't have to pay any taxes for that, as far as I know. But when you sell cryptos, that's a taxable event. So if you sell it at a profit or if you sell it at a loss, that's a taxable event that you should mark down on your taxes. And when you do crypto to crypto swaps, or you want to sell like Ethereum to Bitcoin or Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash or whatever, it depends on your country. So in some countries, crypto to crypto swaps are actually taxable events. So you have to make sure in your country what is a taxable event. And in the United States, I think this is not a taxable event, as far as I know. But in many countries in Europe and other places, this is a taxable event. So make sure in your country that you check what is applicable in your country. And when you transfer money, let's say you transfer money from a wallet to an exchange, again, that may be a taxable event depending on your country. So make sure to check this one as well. Because in some countries, the only time you have to pay taxes from your crypto is when you sell crypto to fiat. That's a taxable event. And every other thing you do with your crypto is not a taxable event when you trade or when you invest or swap the coins. And then if you use cryptos, that's a taxable event. So let's say you want to buy a gift card. That is a taxable event. So even if you don't convert it to fiat, that's usually considered like a capital gain tax. And when you earn crypto, that is typically a taxable event as well. So let's say you mine Bitcoin, you have to pay income tax from that. Or if you earn money from Brave browser, which I made a review before, that's a taxable event. And if you earn interest from staking or from lending and borrowing, those are taxable events as well. Every time you do a swap, usually. So make sure you check that in your country as well. And when you donate money, again, that's a taxable event. And when you lose money, you can deduct your losses from taxes. And the thing with this is that it gets really messy after a while, especially when you are doing like a lot of these different passive income strategies where you earn money almost every day from different places and you swap coins all the time. It requires like a genius skills to keep track of all of the stuff that you are doing. So that's why it's really good to automate most of the tax events and to keep track of what you're doing. And of course, in this video, I'll show you everything that you need to know about that. And what if you just won't report your taxes? What will happen? Well, I saw a comment about this on Reddit. So one guy posted this picture, and it says here that our records indicate that you have previously disposed of cryptocurrency, so you have sold cryptocurrency. So the tax department in Austria had noticed that the user has actually used cryptocurrencies, so they require him to file the Australian taxes. So he was required to file his taxes on crypto after receiving this email. But if you never receive this email, then of course it's up to you if you want to report your taxes or not. It's a little bit on the illegal side, or actually it's super high on the illegal side, but many people I know, they don't report the taxes at all, and they just wait for this letter to come to their door, and then they will report the taxes. So what will happen if you won't report taxes? That's a crime, of course, but usually many governments are quite lenient on that. So if you just don't report it, and when they sort of catch you, you're like, okay, I will report my taxes from now on. But again, that's pretty illegal. So if you are a law-abiding citizen, then you should report your taxes whenever you make a gain or loss. So you have never any problems with the authorities, especially if you're in the United States. They are being, or the tax evasions are being cracked down all the time. So so the real question here is, how do you avoid paying taxes legally, of course? And let's just get started with this. So there's at least 6 ways that you can avoid paying taxes on. So the first is, of course, you have to keep count of your taxes. And this is not really a tax avoiding trick, but you have to keep count, because if you keep count, then you can, of course, deduct your losses. And 2 places I would recommend is Contractor.io and Cryptotrader.tax. And I will show these both platforms later on in this video, so you'll know how they work. But these typically just connect to your exchange or your wallet, and they transfer all the data inside to the platform, and it will count your taxes for you. So you don't have to keep track of everything. So you don't have to have these genius skills here. So that's why number 1 is to just keep count on what's happening. And then what you want to do is harvest your losses. So you want to harvest your losses from every year before the tax year is done. So if you are at a loss in one trade and the tax season is about to end, you should flash sell your losses and buy the investment back immediately. Because when you do that, that's a taxable event. So you can basically secure your losses on the taxes and deduct those losses before you buy back into the asset. So that's a way how you can save money on your taxes, is just to quickly sell it to fiat and then get it back to the back into the trade. So you lose a little bit money on the transaction fees, but if you can deduct like $1,000 or $2,000 on your taxes just by this gimmick, that's super good. And then another tip to harvest your losses is to deduct everything. Because when you're trading or investing into crypto, of course you have to have a computer, right? And you have to have internet, and you have to have maybe a little bit office space. So if you are like moving any significant amounts of crypto, you should deduct everything. Like if you buy a new MacBook or a new PC, you should deduct that in your taxes as well. So deduct everything that could be involved in investing or trading purposes. You can deduct those in your taxes, at least in most countries. And then another trick is just to hodl. So you don't do anything with your money. That's one way to avoid taxes. So if you're not a confident trader, just hodl, and you don't have to worry about, you don't have to file anything. So that's one tip, of course. Then now we're getting to the interesting parts. So you can become a tax resident in a tax-friendly country. And in most countries, or in most legislations, you have to stay in that country for 6 months at least to become a tax resident. And you can apply to become a tax resident after you have lived there for a while. And after you have lived there for a while, then it's a little bit easier on you. So here are just a few countries that are quite tax friendly as far as I know. And if you, of course, it's not free. So whenever you come to a country like this, there are still payments that you have to pay all the time. But if your bag is significant enough, it may be profitable to become a tax resident in one of these countries. And then, of course, you can do pension plans or insurance systems, especially, and now if you're in United States, this is especially applicable for you. So your 401ks or IRAs, you can actually put a shell around your crypto trading, and the place to do it is itrustcapital.com. So what you can do with iTrust Capital is you open basically I think it's like a pension, not a fund, but like a pension account. And inside this account, if you buy and sell your cryptos, you can do that completely tax-free. And that's pretty nice, because if you do those trades inside their platform, you don't have to pay any taxes, and you only pay taxes when you actually retire. And you can, of course, withdraw your money before you go on your retirement, but then there's an additional fee to do that. But this is one way to 100% do it legally, is to do your crypto investing inside this shell of an insurance or a pension plan. And then, of course, this can be applicable in other countries as well, but this is mostly for the United States people, because that's at least what I was able to research. It's mainly applicable there. And then another is to set up a company. So in some countries, it is more beneficial to set up a company and in that company do the investing. So the taxes are a little bit lower, and in some countries like Estonia, you can actually reinvest your money back into investments. So if you have a company and you make a profit, you can reinvest that profit without paying any taxes. Only when you take the money out of your company, you have to pay some taxes. And one way to do it is Xolo.io. And it's super cheap and super easy to set up a company in Estonia with Xolo.io. And I will show that also in the later on this video. I will also show the iTrust Capital. So do you want to set up a company in your own country or a tax-friendlier country? That's also a question. So these countries are mainly here for the individual taxation, but there are other countries as well where you can set up your company, and it's completely legal, and there's no problem with any authorities. Then of course there's the illegal stuff that you can also think about to avoid, of course. And what you can do is set up an offshore bank and basically not report your taxes anywhere. And this is of course highly illegal. And what you can do with your crypto also is just to not report everything. So let's say you have a wallet and suddenly money appears in that wallet. Are you going to report that because the wallet doesn't do any like know your customer like identification? So it's really hard to track who is the owner of that wallet if nobody knows the name of the owner of that wallet. And how you can exit that is by buying gift cards. And again, this is highly illegal, so you just have to think about what you want to do, because this is very illegal. And what I saw some people do also is they do only peer-to-peer transfers. So there are many platforms that you can do this, and it's super sketchy. And when you do this, when you only transact peer-to-peer, then you of course don't have to do any KYC. You don't have to submit your identification only to the party that you are transferring your money to on getting the fiat, the USD or euro or something like that. And some people I know that they haven't reported those, which is highly illegal. And of course I don't endorse anyone to do anything like that. Super sketchy, and there's a lot of scams going on in this space as well. A lot of money laundering as well. So be very careful if you want to even try to do anything like that. Super highly illegal. So be careful with that. And of course you can exploit a lot of loopholes in your country taxation. And this is what I like. Avoiding taxes is quite normal, right? Like almost 100% of the companies always try to avoid taxes. So it's not as big of a issue to avoid paying taxes. Like many, especially smart investors who have high net worth, like they have people who they pay money to avoid paying taxes, and it's completely legal to do that. And to find these loopholes, the best way to do it, I would say, is to contact a tax advisor in your country and talk to them about this, because there are many loopholes that you can use, like this harvesting losses and flash selling your losses and then buying it back, and that you can exploit in your country as well. So that's why I put them here. That's actually not on the gray area. As long as you do it in the legal boundaries of your country, then it's completely okay to do it. But I put it here anyway because it's a little bit sketchy anyway. So this is highly illegal stuff, which of course I have never done, and I avoid you to not to do as well. But now let's go to a showcase. So I'll show you how you can actually do all of this, or some of this. So okay, let's just show the iTrust Capital first. So iTrust Capital, this is for the US citizens only. So you can make trading inside your IRA completely tax-free, and you can schedule a call, and you can just sign up using this link here and like learn how it works from there. But it's quite popular, and iTrust Capital is one of the cheapest ones that I was looking at. So it costs $30 per month, and setting up an account is free, and then you have to pay a little bit extra whenever you do the trades, so just consider that as well. But you can set this up for some of your capital, and the minimum amount that you can set it up is $1,000, but then you are exposed to crypto and you don't have to pay taxes for it. So some amount of your capital may be a good idea to put into this one. And here are the coins that they currently support, and I was talking with their representative, and he said that he's trying to also get staking inside the in their iTrust Capital in the future as well. So currently they just allow you to hold and buy and sell these different cryptos inside the inside this, basically a shell. But it's a good program as well, and if you want to get signed up, you can use my link. I got it from them, and when you do that, you get the first month free. So it's a $30 bonus if you think this is a good idea. Okay, the second one is Contractor. So Contractor, this is, now let's get back to this one. So let's go here. So Contractor is for keeping count of your taxes and also to harvest your losses. So when you do this, as you can see here, I've connected to my Crypto.com exchange and to another wallet that I've used in my previous videos. And here you can see the different holdings that I hold on the Crypto.com exchange. You can connect it to your Crypto.com app also, and to many other places like Binance. I will show all of this later. But what it doesn't count here currently is the CRO that you have staked. So that's not shown here for some reason. So, but you can connect it and it will do most of your tax counting for you. So that's really nice. And when you go to the new wallet section, you can see set here like Ledger. You can put Binance here. Crypto.com is here, of course. Like almost everything Atomic Wallet that I've previously counted. You have MetaMask here. A lot of different things are in Contractor.io. So if you want to get started with Contractor.io, of course I have a link to that one as well. And it was a $10 discount that you can get for this. And when you look at the prices for Contractor, it's quite expensive. So for the free plan that you can just set it up and set it up with your current wallets, I highly suggest you do that, so you're at least keeping count of all the taxes. You can connect up to 5 wallets or exchanges and 1,000 transactions in lifetime. Then it's $14 per month. So this is pretty good. This is probably the most popular one that I know of, and it's applicable for most countries, and you can set up your country in this one also. So it tries to make it as personal as it can. And then you have Cryptotrader.tax, and this is also a pretty good one, and you can connect it to a lot of different places as well. Crypto.com is here as well that I've previously covered. Binance, Coinbase, Coinbase, Changelly, KuCoin, all of these different places are here. And if you go inside their app here, and again it's free to set up the account, and you can simply connect all the different exchanges that you want to connect it to, and then it will connect to them automatically, and it will pull the information. And the only problem with this one is that it's only applicable for United States and Australia. And then you can choose to choose the method how you want to calculate the, so is it first in first out or last in first out, or what is this? I don't even know what this is. I typically use one of these. So this is a Cryptotrader.tax, and if you use that one, the prices are here. So the first plan for up to 100 trades, it's about $4.1 per month. The second one is 1,500 trades, that's $8 per month. And then up to 5,000, that's $16.6 per month. So for you guys who are in US, I think this is a better choice. But again, it doesn't have as many choices. So if you want to put your atomic wallet taxes in the system, Cryptotrader.tax doesn't have that one. And then of course you have the unlimited one, so which is $300 or $25 per month. So these are your choices for that. And then if you want to set up your company with Xolo, you simply go to xolo.io and sign up for free. And then you have the free account. And when you have the free account, you can actually start invoicing customers. So if you do any kind of freelance work or anything like that, you can invoice your money on xolo.io and they will take a 5% fee from the payouts. And if you make more than like $2,000 or something like that, then these plans become more profitable, because then the only thing you pay is this amount, and it's a fixed price as well. And then you can have the company Transferwise account or company PayPal account and stuff like that, personal accountant and everything. Super cheap, quite nice. And you can set up a free call with them as well if you want to. And on the FAQ, if you have the Xolo account, you can see here that it is completely legal to have this company in Estonia and invest the spare resources to cryptocurrencies. So when you do that, it's completely legal. But if they notice that buying and selling cryptocurrencies becomes your core business, then they will basically cancel your account. But before they will do that, they will of course give you access to move those funds elsewhere. And when you are inside Estonia, you can again do what I told you, that you can reinvest the profits back into the business and basically do the transactions tax-free. But when you take the money out of here, then it becomes your personal tax in the country that you are resident of. So it's really nice to have the company in Estonia and like invoice some of your salary to Estonia through a company like this one, invest it in the inside the Xolo tax-free, and then when you want to take the money out, then you can do that as well. And when you take the money out, the money that is in Xolo is in euros. Then you may want to have a Transferwise account for that. So you can set up a multi-currency account, and it's completely free to set up anywhere in the world. And then you can have account for euro, you can have an account for USD, you can have an account for British pound, you can have an account for Hong Kong dollar, or is it a dollar? Hong Kong, yeah, it's a dollar. Hong Kong dollar or Singaporean dollar, and have these accounts and transfer money everywhere in the world as well. So this is a showcase what things you can do here. And of course, I'm not a tax advisor, I'm not a professional, I'm just some dude on the internet who is researching this. So what I would suggest, if you are interested in Xolo, is set up an appointment with them. If you are interested in iTrust Capital, you can sign up with the link, of course, and get the discount and set up a call and all these different services as well. They are super helpful. Of course, they want to have their customers understand what they are doing as well, and maybe they can save you some money in taxes as well. All right, I think that's it for everything I wanted to show in this video. Again, if you go to do any of this, I've never done any of that, and I highly suggest you don't touch any of the illegal stuff. But the other ones here are completely legal, and those are the illegal. I mean, those are the legal ways that I found that how you can save on your taxes. And if you have more ideas, I would highly appreciate if you can put those in your comments. If I said something wrong, comment that as well in the comment section below. And if you like this video, I appreciate if you put the like, put the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as well, and I will see you on the next video.